G'day everyone, this is Jeannie, Uncaged. Happy New Year. Hopefully it's a good one. Today I'm going to talk about keeping birds as pets in cages. Now, obviously many people do this, they're still doing it. I've had friends who do it. Yes, we're still talking about birds in cages, and I've done it myself with an ex-partner. Now, if you ask me today if I think it's a good idea, I would say no, because birds have wings. Most of them fly, and they're meant to fly. They're meant to be free. Can you imagine if we were stuck in a cage, having done nothing to deserve it, and looking out through the bars? And I don't know, I guess birds have their own way of thinking. They obviously communicate with each other. And I'm sure birds can get depressed, frustrated, bored. I'm sure they can. An example, my grandfather and grandmother had a pink galah and a sulfur-crested cockatoo. Not in a big, like, aviary where they could fly around, no. A globe, oval cage. So they'd have room to turn around, and that's about it. And as a kid, you don't think about these things, and even as an adult, until we really stop and examine why we do what we do. It's like suddenly it hits you. That's wrong. That's just wrong, you know. And we used to, as kids, go up to these birds and give them a scratch on the back of the head, you know. But sometimes they would bite us. They would go us. And who can blame them? Who can blame them? And I never saw my grandma or grandpa interact with them unless to change the water and seeds, right? These birds live for years, and to be trapped in that small space where you should be flying around, it's just not right, is it? Well, I mean, but I'm not the kind of person to usually I wouldn't, you know, rouse on anyone for doing it. I had an ex-partner who had an not eclectic, what do they call them? Eclectus, I think, parrot. Beautiful bird. They're from Northern Australia, Northern Queensland, I think. Anyway, she would clip the wings of this bird, which in itself, you could say, is cruel, right? But she would let it roam around during the day, which had its own set of problems. It would pop on furniture, etc., you know. It was fairly friendly. It would jump on your hand and you could give her a scratch, etc. And the bird as well. But at night time, we'd put her in her cage to go to sleep. Now, sometimes she'd, you know, bite us to the death. And once again, who can blame her? And sometimes she'd nip you. I remember one time she gave me a huge nip when I was trying to put her back in her cage. And I just thought, I ended up not liking that bird, you know, but whose fault was it? Not the birds. And one time it built a nest in the side of my stove. And when birds are nesting, you don't want to go near them. She would come out of there like a little soldier, and she would charge towards us. And it was just a bird, right? But we were shit scared. It was like, she's after us. She's going to chomp off our legs. So, and then we got her a companion, a male bird. And he was cute as all get out, right? But it was just like double trouble, you know. He was so loud when he squawked. So I would not go there again. Even in a big aviary, I guess, with small birds, if you give them room to fly around, I guess that's not so bad, you know. But these little cages, and I have one particular friend who had a little canary, I think it was, and she may not appreciate this video, but I love you. But I don't know, for me, I would not do it. And once again, some things are just so commonplace and we never really think about it until something hits us. I don't know what made me realize some revelation that this is just not right, you know. But obviously, bird keepers will keep their birds. Some people may have woken up to this and stopped doing it. But what do you think? Do you think as long as you look after the bird and it's loved, the birds feel loved? I think so. But once again, to me, they should be free. So anyway, that's my little 2 cents on that subject. Let me know what you think. And thanks for being here. And I'll catch you next time.